Every month brings a wave of new game releases, and each month, Lodix digs through the pile to find the ones you should really keep an eye on. We compile them all into a neat, easy-to-digest list so you know what's coming. Hey everyone, I'm Ozzy, and today on Lodix, we're going over the video games releasing in September 2024 that you don't want to miss. Let's kick things off with number 10, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster. Now, for anyone who loved the original, this one is an exciting return with a modern twist. Built on the RE engine, it captures all the bizarre charm of the original Dead Rising while giving it a visual upgrade. From what we've seen, the gameplay remains true to the classic feel, including some of that old-school arcade-like movement that fans love. They've also added some cool updates like a new voice actor for Frank West, since now, every previously text-based conversation in the game has full voice acting. Plus, you can now save anytime in Infinity Mode, which is a big improvement. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster drops on PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on September 19th, so be sure to check it out. Coming in at number 9 is Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. I'll admit, I don't usually get overly excited about Harry Potter game releases, but this one caught my attention. It brings back memories of Quidditch World Cup, a game that had a special place in my heart. Quidditch Champions takes that classic experience and ramps it up with a faster-paced multiplayer mode. The art style has a bit of that Fortnite vibe, and you'll get to play as all the positions: Chaser, Seeker, Beater, and Keeper. This game is shaping up to be a great, action-packed take on Quidditch, and it's heading to PlayStation and Xbox on September 3rd, with a Nintendo Switch release coming later. Next, at number 8, we have Enotria: The Last Song, a unique entry in the Souls-like genre. What sets this one apart from other games in the genre is its vibrant, living world, rather than the decayed, crumbling landscapes typical of Souls games. Inspired by Italian folklore, Enotria has this beautiful, magical atmosphere. Yet the world is trapped in a stasis you must break. The challenge is, some inhabitants of this world may not want that stasis to end. The visuals are stunning, with fields of sunflowers and a glowing sun casting light on everything. It's releasing for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series on September 19th, and if you're into deep lore and challenging combat, this is one to watch. At number 7, Astro Bot is making a return in a big way. Fans of the previous Astro Bot VR games, which were more like fun tech demos for PlayStation VR, are in for a treat. This time, it's a full 3D platformer with 80 levels, which is 4 times the length of Astro's Playroom. While it still has that playful, charming feel that celebrates all things PlayStation, this game is a full adventure, packed with rescue missions across different levels. The platforming mechanics are similar to Rescue Mission, with plenty of bots to save in each stage. If you love platformers like I do, this is one to grab when it releases on PS5 on September 6th. Number 6 on the list is ZOOCHOSIS, an unsettling game that takes a unique spin on the FPS genre. Imagine being a night zookeeper, but all the animals in your care get infected with an alien virus and turn against you. It's got a weird mix of body horror and animal horror that's not often seen in games. You'll spend a lot of time trying to save both yourself and the animals, though I imagine that survival might end up taking priority. It's an eerie, striking game visually, and though it might sound a bit like Five Nights at Freddy's at first, it's more of a first-person survival game. It's dropping on PC on September 23rd, and I'm looking forward to giving it a try. Now, at number 5, we have Frostpunk 2. If you're familiar with the original, you know how much of a time sink it can be, with its brutal city-building mechanics. The sequel ramps it up by adding more complexity in terms of factions, negotiations, and promises you'll have to make and keep to stay in power. There's even a council of 100 members who vote on issues, which could either make or break your rule. The deep political intrigue and intense survival gameplay are sure to keep you hooked. Frostpunk 2 is set for release on PC on September 20th, with a console release planned for next year. Number 4 is the casting of Frank Stone, a single-player narrative-driven game from the creators of Until Dawn, set in the world of Dead by Daylight. What's interesting here is the collaboration. While Dead by Daylight is a multiplayer horror game, this new title promises a more traditional narrative experience. It blends the familiar feel of supermassive games with fresh elements, making for an intriguing new story. It's arriving on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series on September 3rd. At number 3, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom shakes things up by putting you in control of Princess Zelda instead of Link. It shares the same visual style as Link's Awakening, which is a great fit for this kind of game. Zelda's unique abilities, like binding objects to solve puzzles, offer a fresh twist on the usual formula. This Switch exclusive lands on September 26th, and if you're a Zelda fan, it's a must-play. Number 2 is Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, and this one's going to appeal to open-world racing fans. For the first time in the series, the game features a one-to-one recreation of Hong Kong Island, and traffic will be driving on the opposite side of the road. That's a cool, immersive detail. The game is set to rival heavyweights like Forza and The Crew, with a massive explorable world and intense races. Look for it on PS5, Xbox Series, Switch, and PC on September 12th. Finally, number 1 is Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. The original Space Marine game was beloved by fans, and this sequel seems to be living up to expectations. It's expanding on the brutal combat mechanics and bringing co-op multiplayer into the mix. The over-the-top, gritty battles are back, and everything looks sharper and more refined for modern consoles. Space Marine 2 is coming to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC on September 9th, and you won't want to miss it. We also have a few bonus releases this month, including Age of Mythology Retold, NBA 2K25, Epic Mickey Rebrushed, and Starfield Shattered Space, all dropping in September. That's it for today. Be sure to leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe for daily content. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Ozzy, and I'll catch you next time on Lotix.